How does someone start something so important when words can only convey so much? I decided on where it means the most to me. My love for Austin. I love him with all that I am. It's endless and my heart is broken. It was just us for 18 years, and through it all, he's my baby, my rock, and my purpose. I fought as hard as I knew how for him to be included. There was never supposed to be a world where I am in it, but he is not, and I am so lost without him. I've thought about writing the statement for a year now, and all words fall short. I would like to apologize to the first responders who had to process that night, and the ones I held the knife up to. I'm sorry. It was unfair of me to put you in that position. I'm sorry to the detectives for the unanswered questions, and to the hospital staff for being so angry. You saved my life. I'm sorry to the prosecutor for having to fight on Austin's behalf, and to the defense team for the hard talks and the tears over the year. To the community I had a ripple effect out to. I never imagined it would hurt. The hurt would spread so far. To Matt, for taking him before you were able to fix your relationship. Mostly to our friends and family, and the friends that are family. I'm sorry for blindsiding you with such heartache. I can only begin to imagine what this has put you all through. I know there are no magical words to make it better. I've started 100 letters trying to, but it never seems right. I guess because nothing will be right again. At the time, I was too sick to see past our own pain and fear to grasp how much it would hurt the ones we love the most. Being suicidal is really good at that. Because of my health, the shame, and the paranoia, there was so much I wasn't telling anyone. Out of fear of losing Austin, and I see now that would have been best, but I didn't think anybody would ever love or understand the way I could. Starting in 2020, my already struggling mental and physical health declined to the point we are no longer leaving the house except for doctor's appointments. After 5 years of not being out in the world, it became really hard for me to tell what was real and not real with the algorithms on my phone being nothing but the world is ending content. I fell so deeply into an echo chamber that we were living in a different reality, and it was a terrible one. I had managed to keep my head above water, but barely. In November of 2024 is when I drowned. My mental health rapidly declined. I began to think the FBI was watching me from across the street. I would spend 8 hours a day watching out of my bedroom window trying to decode people's behavior and prove myself right. I was checking all my outlet for bugs, and when I couldn't find any, I thought they were using mind-reading drones. My brain was broken. I then came what I think was a jumping off point. I started seeing videos about the government sending mentally ill to what they call wellness farms, and my brain broke. It very quickly turned into fear that they were coming to get us at any moment and taking us to concentration camps. All of this on top of my already declining physical health, my increasing chronic pain. I no longer knew how to protect Austin. My mind and body were in a state of survival, and I was failing. We were scared. We were alone, and our depression had an answer. Only after a year of therapy, medication, soul-searching, and finding God can I now see that night for what it really was. I now see the influence I had on his decision-making, and it haunts my every waking moment. I never intended for him to suffer in any way. In my broken thinking, I was saving him from it. Every day, every thought, every nightmare, every flashback, every moment without him, I'll forever be punished. But I know that's not enough. I will spend the rest of my life in prison trying to process what I could have done differently and how I could have reached out. And continuing to speak out about the warning signs that I so clearly see now, looking back. Now for me, the only thing scarier than life in prison is life without Austin. And I'm so sorry I gave everybody that sentence.